Hi there, beautiful souls. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling after the video where we were talking about the 5 signs that you are disconnected from your beautiful spirit guides? This is part 2, as promised. A download came through when we were in the first one, and I just went with it. I just went with the flow. It's what I do. So in this one, let's recap the first 3 that we had. The first one was loneliness. If you feel lonely, this is a big sign that you are disconnected from your beautiful spirit guides. And with loneliness goes isolation, if you feel isolated. The second beautiful sign is feeling misunderstood, that no one gets us, that we don't fit in anywhere. Oh, this was me for such a long time. I just felt like I didn't fit anywhere. You know, it's just me, and I've just learned to be joyful with being in my own presence, you know, with what comes through, and just being content in my company, you know, until I found more people. With the awakening, with my awakening, more people came forward. I was ready for them and they were ready for me, you know. So number 2, being misunderstood. Number 3 was feeling invisible. Yeah, when we feel like we're going through life invisible, unseen, unheard. This is impossible when you're connected to your spirit guides, because they're there all the time. So you can't be invisible when you know that these beings are there for you, to support you in every step of your journey. So now we're moving on to number 4. And number 4 is one of my favorites. Number 4 is feeling unworthy. Now, with unworthy, I was going to create a whole separate video, but as it's in this video now, let's talk about unworthy. If you feel unworthy, you know, for me, I kept them at a distance, my beautiful spirit guides, for a really long time. I was working with them, but I held them at a distance because I felt unworthy of having them in my presence. And this was a learned behavior from church, this unworthiness, that we are not worthy to be in their presence. I still remember the line from church: Lord, I am not worthy to receive you, but only say the word, and I shall be healed. So what was coming through was that we are worthy because we exist. It's that simple. We are worthy because we chose to be here. This place is not easy. And our souls, they know that. When they choose to come here and play, they know what they're stepping into. And yet they choose to come here anyway. So just by being here, my beautiful beings, know in your heart that just by being here, you are already more than worthy. More than worthy. You are so worthy. And the beautiful analogy that's been coming through in this last week is that when you know that you are worthy, it is as simple as sitting with the sun. When the sun comes up in the sky, especially now that it's winter here in Australia, the sun's out today, and I'll go and sit outside and allow the sun to warm my body. I feel the warmth. I feel the love of the sun, and I just accept it. I don't sit there and think, oh, I'm not worthy of this warmth from the sun. It should give it to someone else because I'm not worthy of it. The sun gives its warmth and gives its light to all of us without exception, and spirit is the same, and your spirit guides are the same. They adore you. If you could only see how they look at each and every one of us. I haven't been in one, not one, out of thousands of Reiki sessions that I've done. Not one have I been in there and the spirit guides are like this. Well, you know, all full of judgment towards this person, that they're not worthy of being here. Look at you. This is not what our spirit guides do. They have no judgments, only unconditional love. Unwavering, unconditional love. Which means that they don't stray from that unconditional love, not for 1 second. They are this love for you in every moment, and I've witnessed it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times in thousands of sessions. When they come in, the love that pours through from these beings to the beings that I'm doing the session for, it's just something that can't be described with words. But the moment you realize that you have always been worthy from the moment you took your first breath, no matter what you've done, no matter what you've said in this lifetime, you are worthy. You are worthy of God's love. You are worthy of the love of your spirit guides. You are worthy of my love. The moment you realize that, you step into that, it's as simple as sitting with the sun and saying, thank you for your warmth. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your love. This love is mine because I am here. This love is mine because I am spirit in human form. This love is who I am. This love is who you are. And everything else that you say to yourself that you are not worthy, for whatever reasons, fill in the blanks. I am not worthy because I did this, I did that, I said this, I said that. This is just your ego. Unworthiness is something that we learn in our human experience. We learn it from the beings around us. It's not who you are, my beautiful beings. You are love. You are made of the same as the sun. You are made of the same as the stars and the galaxies. You are made of the same energy. This is who you are. Always, for all eternity, it's who you are. You are worthy. You are worthy of God's love because you are God's love. You are made of it. And it's like a garden. I've just been given this gorgeous analogy. When you look in a garden, and some of us are roses in this garden, and some of us are tulips, and some of us are daisies, and some of us are the grass in the garden. Some of us are weeds. But we're all part of the garden, and all of it is there. And none of it is more than or better than or more superior. The grass is not better than the weeds. The weeds are not better than the roses. The roses are not better than the daisies. It's just part of the garden, and spirit is all of it. Spirit is all of it. So, my beautiful beings, know in your heart today, if you take nothing else from this beautiful video, you are more than worthy. You always have been. You always will be. It is your ego that tells you otherwise, your separate I that came to have this gorgeous human experience. So many of us come in to know what that feels like, because outside of this simulation, we already know we are that love. We already know we're a part of that love. We are never separate from that gorgeous, intelligent energy. We know through and through this is who we are. There's no question of worthiness. It's not even something that comes up. We already know this is what we are. This is who we are. We know it through and through. And so we come here. What does it feel like to be unworthy? What is that even like? What is that? What does it feel like to be the weeds in the garden? And being the weeds, we feel like we're unworthy. We don't deserve to be here. But those weeds are there for a reason. They grow for a reason. Nothing in this world is here for no reason. It's all serving our highest and greatest good. It is all serving in every moment. All of it. We are the ones that judge that the weeds are bad. And many of us go and we pull these weeds out because we don't like how they look in our garden. Or we put poisons on them, sprays, because we don't like how these weeds look. We like everything else. But we judge that those weeds shouldn't be there. We just don't like them. But they are spirit. And they are there for a reason. So, my beautiful beings, number 4 is this feeling of unworthiness. When we let that go, when you let that go, it is just as simple as sitting with the sun and enjoying that warmth, enjoying that light that it gives you every day. Without judgment, we just accept that. We don't sit there to think, oh, I'm not worthy of this. No, so many of us sit there and we just enjoy. Oh, it feels so nice not to be cold in winter when the sun is on your back, making you feel warm. It lights up your world, that you can see everything clearly. Number 4, worthiness. When you allow your beautiful spirit guides to love you, to give you their unconditional love, you will know in your heart how worthy you have always been. Because you are here, because you chose to come. You are already worthy, already. No question. All right, my beautiful beings, you are already worthy. The 5th sign that you may feel that you're disconnected from your beautiful spirit guides is this feeling of abandonment. You feel abandoned. I know for me, as soon as my sister was born and I felt cast aside, this was a huge one for me. I felt completely abandoned in that moment. But for many of us, this goes further. It goes more than an abandonment by another being. When we are here, when we choose to step into the separate I, we choose to step into our beautiful ego, what happens? We separate from the love that we are. We separate from spirit. In the illusion, let's be clear, we can't separate. It's impossible. We can't separate from spirit, But this 3D illusion has been created for us to have this simulation, to have this illusion that we are separate. When we take on the separate I, when we take on this beautiful ego, we walk into that illusion that now we are separate from our love. We are separate from spirit. And that, for many of us, is the biggest abandonment that we feel in our lives. Going to church each week and being told how separate I was from God was one of the hardest things for me for most of my childhood. And I know that I came here to experience that, because when I would return, coming home, remembering that I've never been separate, was just such a beautiful experience, you know. But that feeling of abandonment, when we abandon our love, we leave that behind to have this human experience. And we feel abandoned by spirit more than whatever being it was that you felt abandoned you. We already have that abandonment within us because we feel separate from our beautiful creator, from spirit. When we feel abandoned, we are disconnected from spirit and our spirit guides. Because when you remember the truth of who you are, you can't feel abandoned. You know that it was all part of this human experience that you were meant to have the whole time. It was chosen by your soul. I want to go play. It's like when your children want to go and play at the park and they want to go by themselves. They don't want you there. You know, when they get old enough, your kids, and they want to go to the park by themselves. They want that independence. They don't want you hanging around, watching over them all the time. This is what the soul feels like here. I'm independent now. I'm separate. I can do whatever I want. But the truth is, you know, spirit is always there. Spirit is always connected. And your soul is always observing. It never separates from you, from this physical manifestation, this density that we, you know, step into to have this human experience. It's all connected, you know. But for us to have this human experience properly is the word, you know, we need this separate I. We need this ego. Without it, we can't have any of these experiences. Unworthiness, there's no way. We wouldn't even know what that is. Abandonment, forget it. How can we feel abandoned when we know we're connected all the time? We're held all the time. We're supported all the time. Every second of every day, you are held, you are supported, you are loved. My beautiful beings, without this place, we couldn't have any of this. We wouldn't know what it is to be invisible. We wouldn't know what it is to feel lonely. We wouldn't know any of it. From experience, not from theory, from experience. Because we've been through it and we know what that feels like. So the 5 beautiful signs in this video, let's recap at the end. Number 1, that you are disconnected from your spirit guides. Because if you were connected, none of these would exist. There would be no place for them. They just couldn't. So number 1 is feeling lonely. So if you are in this place today, give gratitude for it. How wonderful is it that we can be here to play separate from the mother, the father, whatever it is that you want to call spirit. Our beautiful creator. We feel separate here. We can have this experience, even though it's not real, but it feels real. Doesn't it feel real? It's incredible when you think of it, the miracle that is to be alive on this planet. So number 1 is to feel lonely. If you feel lonely, you are definitely disconnected from your spirit guides. You are not aware that they are even there, working behind the scenes all the time. Number one is loneliness, and with loneliness comes isolation, if you feel isolated. Number two, misunderstood, feeling that you don't fit in anywhere. I know that one really, really well. So again, if you feel misunderstood, if you feel that you don't fit in anywhere, give gratitude for that today, because outside of this simulation, that doesn't exist. You can't feel that way. You are always one with spirit, always. Number three is feeling invisible, impossible. When you are the love and the light, it is impossible to feel invisible. All you feel is the unwavering, unconditional love that you are in every moment. The joy, the peace, the bliss that you are. You get to sit in this infinitely for all eternity. So that's number three, feeling invisible. If this is you today, give thanks for that beautiful experience. Number four, the feeling of unworthiness. This is so big for so many of us. Today, give thanks for this. Give thanks that you are able to feel unworthy. It's an absolute blessing. And number five is feeling abandoned. The fifth sign, we are abandoned. We feel abandoned by spirit. We feel abandoned by our loved ones going through this lifetime. If this is you today, give thanks. Because when you leave this life, there is no way you could feel abandoned. There's no way you could feel any of these things outside of this life, this human experience. So today, give thanks for all of these, that you are able to feel them, or that you are feeling them. Feel them completely. Allow your soul to have this experience. How lucky are we? I love you guys. And remember, in every moment, I am whole, I am complete, just as I am. In every moment, you are whole, you are complete, always. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. Bye for now.